What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. In the last episode we collected some more Power Stars here in World 3, played as Luigi, and got introduced to Prankster Comets, which we're not really going to worry about right now, so instead, what do you say we run back into World 3 and see if we can finish up some galaxies. So let's head right back into Freezy Flake Galaxy, collect this last Power Star, and then we'll see where we can go next. Like, we have 2 galaxies open up to us right now, plus a ton of Prankster Comets. But Sorbetti's chilly reception, let's do it for real this time. Here we go. And honestly, like, right now is probably the most exciting point in the game. Not like this mission in particular, but we have a lot of choice now as the player, because up until now, we've pretty much just been following what the game has not really told us what we could do, but they didn't really give us any other options. So up until now, we've just been going through the worlds normally. Except now, since comets are starting to appear, what we can do is we can go through levels normally, finish up World 3, and then go on to World 4. Or we can backtrack a little bit to other galaxies and pick up some comet stars. So yeah, we have a lot of choice as the player right now, and I'm not really sure what I want to do, so think maybe I'll go and take care of some Prankster Comets before we take on the World 3 boss. Not entirely sure. Anyways, yeah, we got big money. There we go. Not bad, although coins are kind of pointless, so doesn't really matter. As you can see, though, one of the biggest changes to this particular mission is that there is no longer the Fire Flower. Instead, we have the Rock Power-Up. And we need to bash through a couple of these, like, snowmen or snow trees and try and get some star chips. That way we can get off this planet and go to a new area. Now, one thing I gotta say, I really like how when you roll with the rock power-up on a snowy planet, like, it covers the rock in snow. It's a really nice touch, and it's really charming. One of the things that sort of, like, brings this game to life. And honestly, it might be one of the reasons why I keep playing Nintendo games. Like, I've grown accustomed to this sort of level of polish and charm that not too many other companies can really pull off. Like, certainly there have been, you know, games in the past by the developers that do sort of replicate this feeling. But I don't know, something about Nintendo games just nail it down. Like, they really know they don't need, like, the highest budget or the most impressive hardware for graphics or anything like that to make a great game. And I think it's also one of the reasons why, like, indie games have gone, like, massively popular in the past couple of years. Like, look at Shovel Knight. It's got, like, an 8-bit style of graphics. Like, not really that impressive graphically speaking, but it's just a ton of fun. And honestly, it was one of the games I considered LPing before Mario Galaxy. The only reason I didn't is because I'm actually really bad at Shovel Knight. Anyways, though, we got a Shoploom over here, so let's talk to him. And since we do have over 30 Starbits, we can actually buy a Life Shroom, which might come in handy because, believe it or not, there is a boss at the end of this mission. So, might want this Life Shroom, especially since this boss, it can be kind of tricky, even though it really shouldn't be. Like, it's an easy boss, but there are weird things about it, and you'll see what I mean once we actually fight it. But, this does not look like a boss arena. Let's get off this little tiny planetoid. Kind of worthless. This is more like it, but where's the boss? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. The boss was that little tiny planetoid. So, here's the thing about Sorbetti, right? His hitbox is kind of weird. Like, his weak point is that giant red nose. But, I don't know if it's just me or, like, my bad depth perception, because I feel like sometimes he can hit you without even being close to you. That and his movement is kind of messed up just due to all the obstacles on this planet, so just wait until you have, like, a good opportunity to hit him, and you should be able to beat him no problem. But hey, there we go, man. We did it perfectly, too. Did not even take any damage, which is surprising because normally this guy hits me at least 1 or 2 times, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. Let's just get this star and get the heck out of here. By the way, I do want to apologize in case you guys hear any strange noises in the background. I'll do my best to try and get rid of it in post-processing, but there's actually city workers outside my house, like, repaving my road. And they've been out there all morning, like, doing nothing, so I figured it was safe to record, but, yeah, seems like they just started working now, so that is great for me, you know, right when I'm recording. Hey, check it out! There is a new prankster comet over Sky Station Galaxy. Neat. And we did finish up, Freezy Flake Galaxy, so now that is done, let's go do something new. I think there's actually a short one-off galaxy over here. Yeah, Rolling Masterpiece Galaxy. Let's do this one first, then we'll go up from where we just were, and, go to that spooky-looking galaxy. I forget the name of it. We'll find out soon enough. Anyways, this is Silver Chomp Grudge Match. Really interesting name for a mission, I'll give you that much, considering I know what it's referring to, and, what it's referring to is like a 10-second part of this mission, so I don't know, I don't really feel like it deserves that name. Anyways, this is a new mechanic that I personally hate, and it's returning from Galaxy 1, so this should be fun. Hey, it's me, Billboard. If you want to ride on this starball, listen up. Alright, what's up, dude? Okay, first thing you do is jump onto the starball. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Let's do it. Alright, so you made it aboard. Now take the remote. Alright, I was actually holding it upward already, so skip that. That's it. Think of that as your starting position. From that starting position, tilt the Wii remote to start rolling forward. Use A to jump. You can also smoosh things that get in your way. Enough chatter though, go ahead and give it a try. You'll get the hang of it. Right, so this is another one of those galaxies that, makes use of the motion control gimmick a lot, and it's not fun, man. I really wish these galaxies weren't in this game. Because here's the thing, like, Mario Galaxy would pretty much be a perfect game if it weren't for these stupid motion control gimmicky levels. Like, they just ruin it for me so much. And, it's really just because the Wii remote isn't that, like, precise, especially for movements on a ball like this, because the thing is, there's like a very, very thin line between going ridiculously fast and almost like going out of control and going very, very slowly. So more often than not, like, this is usually how I play these levels, just really, really slowly. But of course, the game doesn't want you to do that, so later on, like, comets and other things will appear that, make you sort of go on a time limit and just ruin your day. It's not a lot of fun, so I'm not really looking forward to that. Plus, yeah, stuff like this happens, but thankfully, that wasn't too bad. That sort of worked out in my favor. Now, in this next section, I think we do want to be fast because, yeah, the comet metal's like right here, so I'm gonna try and get this before these saws like cut out the center there. And honestly, I'm just gonna try and get through here as quickly and as safely as possible because, I'll be honest, I really don't like this mechanic or this level, so the faster we get it done, the faster we can get out of here and onto something a little more fun. And I think everyone will agree with me that, like, this is not really a fun mechanic. But here's the Silver Chomp that we need to have a grudge match with. Really, all we have to do is knock it off this platform, which isn't too hard. So if we can build up some speed and maybe jump into this guy, we can knock him off here. Sometimes it does help if you go on like those little tiny circular platforms, but you really don't need to do that. Alright, come on, dude. This never takes me that long, but there we go. Finally, he is out of here. And now that he's gone, well, guess what? We are pretty much done with this mission. The ball explodes and there's our star. All the way on the top of that flagpole. Yeah, they couldn't just give it to us, but whatever. It's not like it's going to be a hard thing to climb this flagpole. Plus, we can sort of like jump off in style and grab that star. So, heck yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That should complete this galaxy for now, at least until a comet appears over there, and I'm pretty sure the comets for that particular mission or level are pretty annoying, so not looking forward to that. Though it could be more annoying just due to the mechanics, so whatever, we'll deal with it later. Speaking of comets, check it out, another one over Boulder Bowl Galaxy this time. Hooray! Fun times, man. There's going to be a lot of those, and Uh-oh, what's up, Mail Toad? What do you want? A letter addressed to the baby Luma has arrived. Well, that's interesting. To my lost Luma, we worry about you, but we know you are safe with your new friend. I hope the attached item is helpful. May the stars shine down upon you. Aw, how nice. Wow, there were 50 star bits attached to that letter. No return addresses, but I hope I get to meet this mysterious person soon. Yeah, me too. You know, I don't actually remember that happening a lot on like my other playthroughs, so maybe that's random? Not entirely sure. Whatever, let's head up here to Haunty Hall's Galaxy. Are you guys ready to get spooked? Because this is gonna be creepy. Ooh. Not really though, it's really not that bad at all. But our first mission here is a glimmer of the Bulbaberry. So that's right, we're getting introduced to a new power-up. It's not going to be a Mario power-up, oh no, instead it's another Yoshi power-up, one that I think is pretty dang cool, so I'm excited to show it off, but we need to get to that point in the level first, so there's a lot to cover. Now, Haunty Halls is kinda cool, like the music that is playing is a remix of the Super Mario World Ghost House music. And, this game does take a lot of inspiration from Super Mario World, but, I don't know, something about this galaxy is just interesting, and for whatever reason, I thought you could ground pound those blocks. I guess you can't. There's a bonus over here, though, so let's do it. Why the heck not? And hey, even the Goombas got in the spirit of Halloween and creepiness. They put pumpkins on their heads. And oh, that guy, I forgot, yeah, the pumpkin Goombas, they poop out flames. I really don't know why that is, but they do, so you gotta be careful when you ground pound them because you might ground pound a flame. But hey, there we go, we did it, and we got all the one-ups. That was perfect, man. Not too shabby. Alright, so, let's get out of here. There's really nothing else for us to do. So this is a really, really cool mechanic of, this level. It's that, like, there are these sort of voids at either end of this hallway, and you can only progress on like the section that's coming out of the void, because if you jump across the void, which you can by the way because it's not an invisible wall, you'll just end up falling into a black hole or something like that. So you really got to be careful and like watch where the platforms are coming from, and also you know, like move with or against the platforms to build up speed and go faster. It's a really cool mechanic. It's kind of like how in older games like you could go to the left and right of the screen, like wrap around. You can even do that in some of the new Super Mario games too, like the 2D ones. So it's kind of like a 3D version of that, if that makes it like easier to understand. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, I'm sorry. That's really like the best way that I can explain it. I'm not really good at explaining things, guys, so yeah, hopefully you guys get it. I will admit though, this galaxy can be kinda tricky, especially if you want to get like all the common medals, or well, the common medal, and all like the stars and stuff like that. There's some pretty tricky stuff going on here. Like for instance, this common medal, you need to be quick to get it and sort of like run around that loop. So I'm gonna wait for that to come back around because I did not think I was gonna be fast enough. So hopefully we can do this and not screw it up, man. Get back there quickly, Mario. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Alright, come on, man. I was totally on top of that pipe. Whatever. So now here is where we're going to get introduced to the new Yoshi power-up, the Bulbaberry as they call it. If Yoshi eats this, he can sort of illuminate the path ahead for a short amount of time. You can only like stand on these platforms or see them when you eat the Bulbaberry, so keep that in mind. And it is on a timer, so what happens is, as soon as you eat the fruit, like the area that you can see starts to get smaller and smaller as the clock sort of ticks down. So you don't have like a set amount after you eat it. It shrinks with the amount of time that you have. So you do want to be quick and keep going. That way you can find like the next Bulbaberry and restore your timer. Thankfully, we're pretty much at the end of this mission, so we just gotta like swing up here, and bam, there's our star. Not too bad. Nice little introduction to the Bulbaberry. Levels that use that get a lot more crazy later on though, so look forward to that, especially since it's a really cool mechanic. But another star down, and I don't know, I think we got time for one more, so we can probably jump back into that galaxy and see if we can't pick up another star. And hey, we can now advance to that Hungry Luma, fantastic. And oh no, already? Oh, Comet's overrolling Masterpiece Galaxy, great. I'm not going back there now, that is for sure. I do not want to deal with that Comet at all. Anyways, back to Haunty Halls, let's do it. Hopefully our second mission will be a little bit easier. Well, honestly, they're both kind of easy, but both kind of hard. Sneaking down the creepy corridor. Like, I'll say that they're probably the hardest platforming levels that we've been to thus far, but that really doesn't make them difficult. You just gotta be a little more careful with where you jump is all. Oh, and by the way, someone told me in the comments the names of the enemies that actually eat the floor, and hey, we can play as Luigi, but I don't really want to, so never mind. But yeah, like the name of the enemies that eat the floor, I think someone said they were matter munchers or whatever. I mean, I don't really care about the names of the enemies because for the most part it doesn't really matter, but in case you were wondering, yeah, that's what they're officially called. Alright. Uh-oh. The boos won't hurt you as long as you don't look them in the eyes, okay? Tee-hee-hee. Oh no. That's right. We're gonna get chased by boos. Oh no, how spooky could this be? But yeah, of course, if you turn around and look at them, they will stop chasing you. It's really not that hard. And oh man, that was really weird. Like, I thought I was in that star, but when I spun, it didn't like launch me off. That was really weird, man. Thank goodness like the second spin worked, because that could have been really bad. Like the boos were getting close, and I think I did step on the platform below the star, so it was starting to disappear. That could have been dangerous. Speaking of dangerous, yeah, platforming towards the screen. Not really one of my favorite things to do in this game. I don't think they do it too much, but yeah, you will have to do it a little bit. Especially in this level, there's a couple of segments where you do that, but whatever. It's not really like the worst thing in the world. You just gotta like wait. That way you can pan the camera down and see exactly where you're going. Now this can be tricky, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, these matter munchers are just going to completely ruin like an easy path for you. So really your best bet is to try and like long jump or use your spin jump to gain a little bit of ground and make sure you land somewhere safe, because obviously this thing is pushing you backwards, so you want to make sure you give yourself like a second or two to start building up momentum and running. That way you don't just get like pushed right off the platform into the void. That would stink. It's happened to me before, and that's the only reason why I'm saying it now. But we made it through the gauntlet. Now all we gotta do is run away from these scary boos, man. I think the star is like right down here. I am hearing the star jingling. Oh man. Okay, boos, you know what? You're getting a little too close for my liking. Thankfully the star is right there, and we are done, baby. Oh man. Got a little bit creepy towards the end there. Ooh. But we pulled out ahead of the game and got the star. Fantastic. So that is star number 35. Wow, not bad at all. Kind of felt like we were sort of progressing slowly through World 3, but I don't know, man. There's a lot to do in this particular world, so I guess we're doing alright. And more comments, of course, but I think that's a good place to end off this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this video, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.